Hope that animation was kinda cool. This is the finished model, complete with rendered textures applied. You can see the glass areas have a shiny spot. This is due to the glossiness map and the specular map together. Modeling the turret was easy, especially with background pictures for reference as you model. Just create a sphere and convert to poly and start modeling. The gun is easy. Just double inset the poly you see here. Then view align to the front. Make it square. Pull out the poly. Extrude that poly for the first outer barrel and then inset and extrude for the inner. Select the front poly for the nose of the turret. Inset it just once. Then in vertex mode, make 2 cuts here and then target weld those points. Now shape the nose by moving the points to match the background cylinder. Okay, select the inner nose poly, view align it to the front, and in the side viewport pull back the points that were sticking out. Under subdivision surface, check use NURMS subdivision, turn off the edges, and you can see the gun has all smoothed out. We can fix that by going back to edge mode and chamfering the edge loops of the gun that you can see here. And then go back and see the difference. You can see the tight edge loops really makes a difference. On the side of the model you can see the stretch marks made by the triangle polys, and we'll fix that next. The stretch marks were caused by the triangle polys. Now we can fix this by adding an inner edge loop. Remove those edges in edge mode and make 4 cuts to create 9 4-point polys, which will subdivide better. Turn on soft selection and pull out the 4 inner points just a bit. Turn on NURMS and the stretch marks are gone. Now we can mirror the other half. On the toolbar, click the mirror button and create a copy. Attach the other half with the attach button to make one object. And select all the middle points and click weld. Select the inner nose edges. Now chamfer that edge loop. Make 2 segments. This will make it really tight. And then turn on the NURMS and we can see a flat nose with sharp edges. Now we can apply a turbo smooth modifier and collapse all and cut 1/2 away and add a unwrap UVW modifier to the stack, and then use the seam tools to create the blue lines you see here. Open the UV editor and you will see all surface areas mashed together. For the largest surface area you can use the quick peel to get a nice piece you see, and all the other parts are mapped planar or cylindrical, and put them all in the box. Here's all the surface areas UV mapped and placed into the box already. Now let me show you the idea of the checkered map. Scale everything up really big until the checkers are small. The checkers have to be squares so that there's no distortion when rendering a texture bitmap in the viewport. So everything has to be even. Now we can export a template of the pieces to your paint program. Go to Render UVW Template and save it as a bitmap for your paint program. Using the template as a guide, I created all the bitmap images in Photoshop. You first have to start with a grayscale image, and I use the pen to create paths, which I then filled in with the different gray scale colors. And there's the paths right there. And the grayscale you can convert into the normal map. And the diffuse map, the color map, goes right over the normal map, you can see. And the opacity map is just for the holes in the gun barrel. And the glossy map is just for the windows. You can see we're just using the windows, and the specular and glossy map together give us that nice shiny glow. Back in 3ds Max, let's see the normal map. This gives you extra detail on the model, like panels, rivets, and indents. Turn on the diffuse color map and things start to look a little bit better. And the specular level is applied to the glass areas in the gun barrel. And turn on the glossy map and you get that shiny light just for the glass areas. And the opacity map is for the holes in the gun barrel. And I'll zoom in here. I'll quickly show you the basics of auto key animation using rotate on the toolbar. Turn on auto key and move the slider and rotate the turret. Now the turret moves to the front when you move the slider. Move the slider to the end and rotate the turret around. And then as you move the slider from the left to the right, you have a simple animation. In my animation, I put 2 jet wing models I made to follow the line paths, and the camera animates in and out and zoom as you move the slider to the right, and the planes follow their paths, and as you move to the right, and you see the animation sequence. On the menu bar, open the track view dope sheet. I have already imported the sound effects and aligned each sound to correspond to an animation in the timeline, like the sounds of both jet planes as they pass. And use ProSound to import sound effects in the wave format.